As I recalled my father's last words, I squeezed the whip at my side and thought of her one last time. How's it going, everyone? I'm papermongoloid, and welcome to Spelunky. Spelunky is a pretty unique game in the fact that everything is randomly generated inside of it. So we're going to go to different areas in the game. I want to say there are 3 different areas. It's been a while since I played the game. I believe there are 3 different areas, and each area has 4 levels into it that you're basically descending this cave system. But all of the levels are actually going to be randomly generated. The layouts of the levels, the locations of items, people that you have to rescue. Well, you don't have to, you can if you want. There's a perk for rescuing them, or you can sacrifice them. And you'll see that as we get into it, but all the enemy locations, everything are randomly generated, which is pretty cool. So it has been a while since I've played it, which means that I'm going to have to get used to the physics of the game again, because the physics are a little bit crazy. Not as crazy as the original. The original was actually a free-to-play game that came out on PC quite a long time ago. And I want to say that they remastered it. Well, they released it for the Xbox Live Arcade a few years ago. And they made it this updated version, which they released on Steam not too long ago as well. Well, I say not too long ago. I want to say it's been a couple years at least. But I have played the game quite a bit in the past, and I have to get used to everything again. So we can do adventure mode, we can do the daily challenge, and we can do the deathmatch. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tutorial for this video. So if you've already done the tutorial, if you already know what Spelunky is, you can probably skip this video and head to the next one. But here we go with adventure mode. Choose our adventure. We have our options. I have unlocked all these characters. Most of them are not available to you when you first start off the game. There's a weird Meat Boy version. Looks pretty beat up. Yellow Miner. I'm not sure if some of these are references to other games. I know a couple of them are, but I'm not sure if they all are. Look at that. Look at that guy. Sombrero Man. There's Eskimo. I don't even know. I'm just calling them things. The Green Ninja. I like him pretty much. The Viking. That looks like almost the dude from Up, except, you know, not. Some kind of crazy horned monster. A robot. The robot's kind of cool, I guess. I'm going to play as this golden guy. Actually, no. We're going to play as the miner. So this is the original character that you play as in the old ones. And when you first start off, this should be one of the few characters you have access to. Climb on down that rope. Alright, when you first get in here, you're going to notice a lot of different things. We can whip. We can run. We can enter this door, which we're not going to do. Not yet. Not yet. You can look up. You can crouch down. You can jump. You can see these tick marks on the wall. They tally up. Every time you play the game, there's a couple that reappear. There's some dishes there. Looks like maybe we eat and drink down here. Maybe. This is going to be the tutorial. I'm going to go there in just a minute. I'm going to climb up this ladder and show you this. There's a grasshopper. Isn't that interesting? That's the whole game right there. Just throwing this grasshopper up. Throwing this frog too, you know? Throwing them in that room over there. It's not our room, but you know what? It's okay. It's alright. See, I'm going to have to get used to all these physics again. Because I used to be good at throwing things places where I wanted them. My shortcuts will get you where you want to go, but if you use one, your fastest times won't get ranked on the leaderboards. Sorry. This is the digger guy. Unfortunately, you're not going to see what he does, but as you progress through the different areas, so there's like a forest area, there's an ice area, there's a temple area, he'll show up at different intervals asking you for money, ropes, bombs, you know, various things. And if you give them to him, he will open up these shortcuts for you, which I have already done. Look at him. He eats, sleeps, and dreams digging. He even has a picture of a shovel on his wall. It's a little creepy there. It's kind of weird, man. Your obsession goes beyond normal. Maybe you should get help. Here, maybe this will help. Anyway, time to go ahead and do the tutorial. Greetings, my name is Yang and this is my journal. Dusty maps and rumors of amazing treasures have led me here, deep under the desert. There's something very strange about this place. The layout seems to change all the time. I've never seen the same room twice. It could be the legendary Curse of Olmec, the one they say traps people inside the caves forever. Who's they? Like, how does this legend get out if no one ever leaves here? I guess he didn't say that, huh? I guess people can leave here whenever they want. You can whip a snake in the mouth if you want. See that? Interesting stuff. Why don't you wear shoes, you heathen? I push the idea out of my mind and focus on the treasure instead. If I master the basics of movement and combat, I know I'll leave here a rich man. Oh look, we're Yang now. For some reason he's using a whip, just like the main guy. So you can see this seems to have caved in on us, and we can't go back through it. A to jump. Okay. Alright, so you get a boost when you bounce off enemies a little bit. The main goal is to pick up gold and not die. Holding R lets you run. A lets you jump over the gap. Hold run and A, pretty basic concept of platformers. We can whip that dude there. Whip that little snake. You do take fall damage in this game, so you have to be careful how high of a height you drop from. And you do have tools at your disposal to help you get down farther. As you can see in the upper left corner, we have hearts, 4 of them. We have 0 bombs, and we have 0 ropes. Ropes are actually what's going to help you climb up and down in this place if you don't have access to platforms or ladders that you can hang on. See? Hang on the edge of these platforms and climb this ladder. It's pretty revolutionary. We can whip this snake. I like doing that. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Those spikes are insta-death. If you fall on them, you are going to die. Just so you know. I'm not going to fall on them. Not during the tutorial, anyway. Odds are at some point you will see me fall on some spikes. That's just the nature of the game. I'm going to die, and I'm going to die a lot. The journey has been more difficult than I expected. I've fallen in spike pits, stepped into traps, and been attacked by monsters. That bat is not letting go. Yet no matter what happens, I always wake up at the entrance to the mines. It's like death itself has lost its way down here. Could be that weird dragon centipede trying to eat its own tail. Despite the eeriness of these events, I remain focused on the task at hand. Eagerly, I press on, pursuing my fame and fortune. Alright, I mean, if I die multiple times, I think I'd stop doing it. Looks like we can whip crates, we can whip chests, we can whip snakes. Got some bombs. Got some gold, or some rubies, actually. We can throw that over there, because we're angered at it. Why you make me angry, chest? Why you make me do that to you? So, we can bounce off these two. These bats, get ourselves a little bit of a boost. We can, mess it up and get hit. Also says we can throw bombs. If you hold down and throw a bomb, it'll push it about a square out in front of you. And as you can see, it blows up multiple tiles. If we count each one of these squares as a tile. We can also grab these ropes here and then place them with Y. It does throw it up a set distance. It's not going to go all the way up to the ceiling like it just did there. We just happen to be within the confines of the length of the rope. See ya. Goodbye. You have to be careful because sometimes enemies, see, are in those pots. That was a little spider friend. Except he wasn't actually our friend. So we whipped him. It's not really a reason to whip things, but you know what? That's what he gets. Tried to attack us. He was just waiting in that pot. Maybe he lived in the pot. Maybe we're the evil ones. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand these things. I just do them. You can also drop things. You can also throw them down a little bit. Yeah. We can also run across gaps, like in Mario. Just hold the run button. Good to go. I'm actually gonna climb up here as well. Get whatever's in these. Bombs. Lots of bombs. Bombs everywhere. Try not to blow yourself up. I caught a glimpse of a lush paradise the other day, at the end of the mines. How could such a place exist so far underground? And what lies beyond? I don't like the looks of that. Cave merchants speak of even more fabulous sights further below. Ancient ruins and cities made of gold. The very idea makes my restless heart beat faster. That just reminds me of Indiana Jones right there. And that freaks me out. Alright, so we have a little bit more. I'm pretty sure that if we drop from one tile, we won't die. No, we will die. We will die. Scratch that. What you want to do is drop a bomb here. I can throw that rock at that snake. That's what you get for talking about me when my back is turned. You can get hit by the stuff that you throw, and it will cause damage to you. So be careful. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. You saw that, we use that snake to bounce up there and get that. Alright, so here we have our first instance of a shopkeeper. We can go ahead and purchase whatever we want. Hey Kevin, how's it going, man? Do you have that discount for me? I mean, I have to be your first customer in a very long time, right? I can't imagine people come down here all the time and buy things. We can also, you know, bomb Kevin's shop, which he brands us a terrorist. It's not very nice, man. That's not what a terrorist is, but okay. I mean, I guess in one sense of the word, maybe. Not all terrorists, okay? You can't just call people whatever you want. Expect there not to be consequences. So you can tell those bombs aren't doing much to him because I'm not hitting him. Maybe I'll throw this rock instead. Yo, Kevin, wasn't nice to call me a terrorist, Kevin. That definitely did not hit him. There's a golden idol up there, much like Indiana Jones. We'll probably go and get it at some point. Hey, buddy. What are you doing over there? Alright, that's cool. I mean, you can keep doing that. I'm just gonna leave you to your business. You do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve me. Get some more money. Some more cash value. You see that was an arrow trap? He did throw an arrow, and it does hurt us. It actually takes 2 hearts away from us instead of 1 heart that the rock would take away from us if it hit us. It's not fun. Definitely not cool. But what you can do is carry it around with you. The very first time you throw it at an enemy, it will lose its tip. So, bang. Another cobra. So it lost its tip. Now it's not actually going to do damage to us or enemies. But it will trigger some enemies, like spiders that hang on the ceiling. I can use a rope when I go down there to get this treasure chest. Or I can just, you know, bomb the ceiling above it. Drop this down. We can whip it down there. Whip it down there. He might kill me. He's pretty crazy. He freaks me out. Mind freak. Freak my mind. I'm just gonna throw that down there with him. Alright, well apparently nothing's connecting with him. He died. He fell on the spikes down there. Don't do what that guy does. Don't be like Kevin. Here's our first damsel of the game. You gonna say anything? You just gonna hang out there? Hello? Alright, whatever. Pick her up. Little birdies fly above her head. She acts like she's all knocked out. We can use her to destroy enemies, but if I throw her here, she will most likely end up in some spikes. So we're just gonna put her in the exit. I can actually walk over there to the exit, and when we run over the exit, she will automatically leave. Or we can set her down, and she can get herself to the exit. When you set her down somewhere, she will just keep running until she runs into some kind of impedance. Either enemies, she'll run right through enemies. She can fall in the spikes and die. See, it's telling us. We can drop things off there. Things and people. Nice. Very nice. And you can see as I run over it, it automatically deposits it. And then I'm gonna get that shopkeeper's weapon down there. That handy shotgun that he had. And I'll just pick up his body. It's kind of rude, I know. Throw him back on the spikes. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, but not sorry. And there you go. Shotgun's pretty powerful in this game. I like the shotgun. It does have some kick to it though, so be careful, because it will get you into trouble if you're not paying attention. To whomever holds this journal, I hope you find it useful. It served me well, but I no longer need it. I'm descending into the caves for what I hope is the last time. I won't return until I've escaped with the ultimate treasure. Or are there even greater delights to be discovered? Well, there's only one way to find out. Yo, you. Look at your nose. Is that a pimple? What is that even? She doesn't seem to mind. Her nose is pretty crazy too. Take this key. It will open the entrance to the mines. Follow me if you dare. Happy exploring. Yang. I don't think I could take the key out of the book, man. It seems to be 2D, and the mine seems to be 3D. Alright, that'll do it for the tutorial. If you want to skip to the next video, the actual levels will begin. Our Spelunky experience will commence. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next time, we enter the caves. See you next time.